Psalm 25, another psalm by David, and in this case a rather more humble David than we have seen before. He knows he needs the Lord's help. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. I trust in you, my God. Do not let me be disgraced, or let my enemies rejoice in my defeat. No one who trusts in you will ever be disgraced. And then he asks for God's guidance and help. Show me the path where I should walk, O Lord. Point out the right road for me to follow. Lead me by your truth and teach me. For you are the God who saves me. All day long I put my hope in you. He acknowledges who he trusts. And then he asks specifically for direction and for guidance, because he knows that only God can take him in the right way. Even though by now he's an experienced man, he is a very clever man too, and he knows a lot about the ways of the world, but he knows also that he will go wrong if he does not follow God's guidance. But then he goes further. Remember, O Lord, your unfailing love and compassion, which you have shown from long ages past. Forgive the rebellious sins of my youth. Look instead through the eyes of your unfailing love, for you are merciful, O Lord. And then he adds, after a few verses, for the honour of your name, O Lord, forgive my many, many sins. Yes, a more humble David than we've often seen. He acknowledges that he is a sinner, that in fact it's not just the rebellious sins of his youth, but there are many, many sins that get in the way of his relationship with God. And so he throws himself on the mercy of God. And he says, don't look at my sins, instead look at your love. It reminds me of the priest who was concerned that he might not have confessed all his sins. So he went to the Lord and he said, Lord, tell me my sins. And the Lord quite clearly replied, I don't remember. Because we're told in the scriptures that when the Lord forgives our sins, he remembers them no more. We're also told that he throws our sins into the depths of the deepest ocean. And let's remember not to go fishing. When God forgives, he forgives absolutely. We don't need to wallow in our sins. That's not a spiritual thing to do. We take them to God, we ask for his forgiveness, and we accept his loving mercy and compassion. David went on. My eyes are always looking to the Lord for help, for he alone can rescue me from the traps of my enemies. Feel my pain and see my trouble. Forgive all my sins. See how my enemies, how many enemies I have, and how viciously they hate me. Protect me. Rescue my life from them. Do not let me be disgraced, for I trust in you. Father, you are the one, the only one, who can forgive and forgive absolutely, totally, and forever. thank you for your compassion and your salvation. And so we confess now our many, many sins and ask for your complete forgiveness. Amen.